Hi everybody. I had a pretty funny video all ready to go for this week about um, my experiences dating as a Jehovah's Witness teenager. Um, but I'm gonna have to save that one for later because my mother is on her fourth week in the hospital with several serious antibiotic resistant infections, and I mentioned before she has advanced Parkinson's dementia, which has been obvious for several years, but not explicitly diagnosed. We kind of knew that's what it was. Well, in the past week, she's really taken a turn for the worse. Her speech has become really garbled, and that's when she talks at all. And she doesn't seem to recognize me or my sister when we go to visit her. Now, her favorite elder went to visit today and said that she recognized him, and that figures. That's just like mom. Um, I've wondered if she's pretending not to know her children on purpose. She has pretended to be out of her mind before, um, then snapped back to normal the minute she got what she wanted. But then I feel like a jerk for thinking that because you can't actually fake impending death. She stopped feeding herself early in the week. She sleeps most of the time, only waking up a minute or two here and there. When she is awake, she's often hallucinating, and they've had to medicate her to keep her calm. And I want to think that it's the medicine that's making her sleepy and out of it, but deep down, I feel like this is it. We've been on a roller coaster with her health for over a decade, and when somebody's been so seriously ill for such a long time, it's almost a relief when it feels like the time is here. Almost. There's a part of me that really wants to rage and battle and fight for a cure for this. But I know that there isn't enough time for her. I mean, Parkinson's research is happening already, but wouldn't be ready in time even if the damage of so many years were reversible, which it isn't. And there's another part of me that knows that she's been so miserable for a long time. She's miserable and bitter and sick and in pain and mean and unreasonable and unable to go home, unable to get out of the bed. She can't go to the bathroom by herself. She can't even roll over or sit up by herself. For years, she used to love to travel and paint, and she never slowed down until she didn't have a choice. I mean, she has literally zero quality of life. I look at her now and I think about what could have been, and the pointless waste of it just makes me furious. I mean, why couldn't we have had a better relationship? Why? Why wasn't I ever good enough, even once, even when I was still a Jehovah's Witness? Hell, would it have been any different if we weren't Jehovah's Witnesses? Maybe. But it might not have been any better. I mean, it could have actually been worse. As it is, I feel like I've really been grieving her for almost 20 years, and now that it looks like the actual real thing is here, it just seems pointless. I mean, I feel kind of numb, but it's the kind of numb you feel when you're at the dentist, and the kind where it's going to hurt like hell later and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I dread the well-meaning people who are going to tell me all about their hope for the future as if I haven't heard it yet. After 18 years as a Jehovah's Witness and another 18 years out, I understand why people want to believe. I mean, hell, I wish I could. It would be a lot easier for me. But it's not hope to me. It's ridiculous. It's infuriating. It doesn't make any of this better. I mean, there's not any great secret behind any of this. There's not a reason for it. There's not a divine plan. It's just biology and chance. And I dread a Jehovah's Witness funeral, but I know we have to do it because it's what she would want. Well, so this has been a downer. Sorry. Next video, I promise, will be more upbeat. And I hope everybody has a great week.